there are 15 women on the right who, or your left, that live a healthy life. They report a good diet and exercise. And on the other side, we've got 15 women who report not having a good diet and not taking any exercise. There are subtle differences, and the color turns out to be rather important. But first of all, I want to look at the animal kingdom. Throughout the animal kingdom, where you've got good color vision, you often have displays that are cues to health. Now, these animals here are displaying something that they acquired through their diet. A particular bunch of chemicals known as carotenoids are ingested in their diet and end up in ornaments. So these ornaments, through their color, signal how healthy the animals are. If they get ill, the color drains away, literally. And the chemicals themselves are really important in fighting off defenses and in dealing with everyday stresses and just simply living and breathing. You produce toxic chemicals which need to be neutralized. The carotenoid family helps you do that. So in the animal kingdom, the color is often a signal of health. What about humans? Well, we've started recording how much fruit and veg people eat. And that's proportional to how much carotenoids, it's a very big family of chemicals, how much of these chemicals they take in with their food. And then we measure the skin color. This is working with a population of Europeans, and there's a very strong relationship between the yellowness of the skin and how much fruit and veg they're eating. So skin color depends not on how much you're eating, but what you're eating. If you're eating lots of fruit and veg, the skin color becomes more yellow. For reference, the World Health Organization recommends that we consume a minimum of 5 portions a day of fruit and veg. And I stress minimum because other organizations like the Cancer Research Fund suggest we eat 7.5 portions a day. And if you're very active and expend 3,000 calories a day, which is quite normal for a lot of young people and athletes, then the US dietary guidelines for 2005 suggest that you should eat a whopping 13 portions of fruit and veg. So these figures should impress on you that agencies are suggesting we eat a lot of fruit and veg. Why would they bother to do that? Well, there are health implications. And the epidemiology shows that eating a lot of fruit and veg is associated with longevity, low incidence of cardiovascular disease, and probably less cancer. The computations suggest that 15% of years lost to illness are directly attributable to a poor diet with fruit and veg missing out on the consumption of these important ingredients. So it's really important that the world's population eat more fruit and veg, particularly because only about 25% of people do eat at recommended minimum levels. So what we do is we measure the skin color, and we've found that if we change the skin color in accordance, I'm afraid I can't go back, yeah. We allow people to adjust the skin color of faces, deciding when they look most healthy. And what we find is people, every person that we've tested cranks up the level. And virtually all the faces we've tested look better when the fruit and veg effects on skin color are raised. So the simple message is eating more fruit and veg makes people look more healthy and look more attractive. And of course, eating more fruit and veg is good for longevity and health. And you might be thinking, what about another pigment, suntan or melanin? Well, that doesn't do as well. If we give people a choice of the two, they think that the fruit and veg associated skin coloration is more attractive. So now, and this is the main message, we think that showing people the difference that can happen if they change their diet, and it happens quite quickly, within about 6 weeks, that provides a tangible goal for people to increase their fruit and veg consumption by only a couple of portions. And that tangible benefit is so much more motivating than hearing that they might live a couple of years longer at the end of their life. Everybody knows that we should be eating more fruit and veg, but that doesn't seem to motivate people. Showing people that they can change their attractiveness, change their apparent health, that does seem to be motivating. And in 2 control studies we've done, there are indications that people do take this message and they change their diet accordingly.